Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and today we're looking at the brand new iPhone 16 Pro, and this is just going to be an unboxing, but I want to comment on a thing that even I've had thoughts about as somebody who's been reviewing products for over 10 years, over 12 years now. And a lot of people start off their reviews by saying, oh, I didn't know if I was going to do it this year. Guys, you're going to do it this year. We know exactly how much the iPhone is a draw for everything. And even if it is another I can't even say the word right now. Even it's just like a general update, not a massive update. These are products that people are always going to be caring about. I think it's going to be interesting. So, of course, we're going to take a look at this. This doesn't take too much out of your day just to look at the new product for this year. We're going to do the same thing next year, even if it's a big or little jump, because this is something that sells in the millions and billions throughout all of the iPhones. So, if you don't want to watch it, there are many other videos to look at. I like going to things that I'm interested in, and I honestly do have to say myself, I have fatigue as well. And I honestly was thinking, is this just because of the time that I've been doing it? Or is it just these things aren't so interesting anymore from an Apple's perspective? They don't fold. They don't have anything really unique about them. They're just perfecting on the kind of what black slate, kind of black mirror looking device as possible. So as a little background, I am coming from an iPhone 15 Pro, and what I usually like to do is every other year I get the small one, the big one, the small one. My favorite was the mini, but here we are with the 16 Pro, not the Max, and of course I got it in the color, the brand new desert color, which is not a real, honest, guys, come on, it's not a real color. This is a replacement for, let's call it the rose gold or the bronze or the gold or whatever you want to call it. That's just what it was. When we got the original kind of leaks where it could have been almost like a product that looked like leather, that is something that I would have been into. Now we have our studio lights on here, trying to get it as white balanced as possible. This is the device, and again, I'm somebody who goes for space gray or black or everything like that, so I'm taking kind of a risk on this, but let's see. So we're looking at what the unboxing is in 2024, and I remember looking on Reddit and X and all that stuff and threads, and they're like, oh, I remember when you used to get little wired headphones, the ear pods. Now you don't get that, of course not, because I think really Bluetooth devices are everywhere. You can get one as cheap as $5 that don't sound so great. You can get some as much as like thousands of dollars. We get our braided cable here, USB-C to USB-C. I'm going to assume that this is USB 3 because that's what this is capable of, but that's literally it. All you need this packaging to do, and this is why I really liked the packaging. Again, we're doing the unboxing. We'll be talking about the device in later videos. They are trying to protect this device as much as possible. They're still trying to make this an enjoyable experience, because whenever you open an Apple device, you're like, wow, this is something unique. This is something that means something. I'm getting this $1,000 device or $100 device of whatever you're getting. I want this to be a great experience. And opening this up, I got, right in the face, this beautiful color, uncovered, completely uncovered, no, plastic wrap or paper wrap or everything, because that's going to be on the front. That's still a great way of showcasing a product. I'm happy about what they do, even though they've reduced a lot. I remember when you used to get iPods and like the iPod Nanos in plastic, and I was like, wow, this looks nice because you can see the device, but of course plastic, that heavy plastic, bad for the environment. It can also crack, it can also yellow and degrade. You don't know about the product inside. It could be sun-kissed and just start looking bad. With these, they're always going to be protected, they're always going to be just safe, and they've done a great job. As you can even see, there's an insert protecting the camera here. Again, talking as an unboxing, I think it's really good. When I picked this up, I was like, this is a dense box. This feels like it is almost as minimal as possible, and I feel like they've tried to make it as minimal as possible just so nothing gets damaged in shipping. Oh, now it's stuck again. And they just want it to be still a great experience. And I kind of like, they're still giving you the cord, but it also helps just add a cushion between this, because how much space is there in between my fingers here? There is not much in between the bottom of this box and this. It's just a hard part. All right, so we're taking a look at this device. Why did I go with this device rather than the Max? Because I consider this one of those S-Heres where they take everything that they brought in the large device and they bring most of it or all of it to the smaller device. And that's what they did here. You now have that 5x zoom, which is my favorite thing, and the reason why I'm upgrading is because I'm kind of tired of holding this large device. I want it to be a little bit smaller, although I know that they increase the size of the regular and the Max. I just want it to be a little bit smaller in my pocket. That's what I'm here for. But let's unpeel this. This is all for you guys. And that feels good. This is one of the first years that wow, it feels, okay, it feels solid. This is going to be the same phone that I've been having for a while. Oh, okay. It's shinier than last year. Definitely, I can see those bands immediately. Taking off this case off the old one. We'll see. And of course, we're comparing this from a space gray color that has been used. So, of course, comparing it to something that's made to shine. But they say it's a little bit more, what, bead blasted. There we go. I mean, this one's just more eye-catching. It's more light. I was thinking between this and the white, the natural titanium and the black. And it was like, I've been going for black or space gray all the time. That's mainly what I wear. And I'm like, I need to have an accessory that's different from what I normally have. So it's usually the hat. It's usually the footwear. In this case, this will be it. Most likely I'm going to be getting a clear case just so it can kind of show this off. But this is the new device. And I remember it's something interesting. Somebody was showing the 12 Pro in the gold color. And I'm like, if those cameras, if these weren't different sized cameras, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. They didn't come out with a color this year. They came out with black, white, gold, just like they did in what, 2016, and or when was that, 2019, whenever. That's just when the color was like big. And there's natural titanium, which is kind of like a silver. It's not a color. They took away blue, they gave us back a color that we had before. But I'm not going to complain. It's nice, isn't it? I think this works out. I think this looks good in lighting. I think the weight is good. It does feel bigger, and I do know that it is bigger, but does it feel as heavy? Here we have my 13 Pro. This is one that I will probably never get rid of just because it has a cracked front screen and I can't really do anything. This one definitely feels lighter. It is, now I forget. Yeah, it is going to be taller by this much. And it is going to be wider, I believe a little bit, but not by as much. It's a little bit wider, but not that much. It's more taller than anything. And I think that helps because you want the device to be taller, you don't want it to be wider, so you can like play around with this more. But we will be having more videos about the device, about the Apple Watch and everything. I will be getting a case on this. I'm happy to have this in hand. I'm happy to be able to use this. And I'm also finding that the camera button is not in the right place. If you're taking a picture, you're going like this. Maybe I have smaller fingers and I also jammed my finger here. That's where my finger is. Of course, I'm going to grow and start using it, but now I have to kind of like extend my finger a little bit here That's a button. Guys, that's a button. Don't not call it a button. But you know what, actually? All right, so I sometimes will take a picture like this. And I'm also reaching over the front here, and it's a little bit annoying me, just from the aesthetics of it. But if I'm taking a picture like this, I'm already holding the camera like this, or I hold the camera like this. And sometimes I remember I used my finger as the volume rocker to take pictures like this. Now I can do it holding this and securely holding it, with my middle finger. This one, I believe, has been moved to this place more for portrait photography, and that's what I'm here for. Because look, naturally, all right, if I'm taking the picture, I want to move down because I want to see the screen rather than kind of hold it like this and maybe cover the screen. Yeah, this feels natural. It is a lot of jerky movement because if you know anything about photography, you want to keep everything as perfectly still as possible and take the photos. And if you remember some older film cameras, they had those little extension rods where you would just kind of do it like this and then you wouldn't move the camera. I'm naturally going to have to get over kind of like pressing, because look at the way my hand moves when I press. That's just natural movement. And when I hold it like this, do I actually... It's better because I'm usually using two, but we're pressing down. A lot to look at about this phone. I'll be trying this out. I live in New York City. If there's anything you want me to do in the city, take a picture, take a video of, let me know. I'm happy to have a smaller phone now, even if it is a larger feeling smaller phone, if that makes any sense. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put in the comment section below. Don't forget I'm on Instagram and Threads at m8me9. You can email me at creativenyc2024@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am putting this back in here, the other phone, and I will see you next time.